We now have our next named storm system according to the Japan Meteorological Agency. This is Tropical Storm Talim, still known as Dodong in the Philippines. Actually, Talim is a Filipino word, and you might be curious, why is the language change here in each of the names? It's part of the typhoon committee. They actually rotate between each country as they go through the naming list, so every country has a say in what the names are. Nice little sign of international cooperation here. Look at those winds, though, within it, upwards about 75 kilometers per hour. It is slowly strengthening as it pulls away from the Philippines. Expected to move right over Hainan and just towards the south of Hong Kong, so not really seeing direct impacts there in Hong Kong as this pulls ahead into our Monday over towards Tuesday, and eventually heading right in there in northern Vietnam. Hanoi could actually be looking at some pretty messy weather as this very well could be up at least near typhoon strength according to JMA as it makes landfall there as we go ahead into your Tuesday afternoon and evening. So a very well possible typhoon here in northern Vietnam. Already flooding has been reported here recently thanks to that monsoonal flow across this region. So this definitely would not be a welcome sign. So it runs into the mountains there back towards the north. The broader picture, though, we're still talking about all of this moisture surging in back here across Malaysia, down towards Thailand, and eventually into western areas of the Philippines. This includes from Cebu into Manila. Reports of flooding there across parts of Region 1. In fact, look at the Habagat advisory still in place here for the next 3 days, stretching from Pangasinan all the way down towards Manila into Mindoro. As we go ahead into the 16th, still going to see that in parts of Region 1, extending down towards Mindoro. And it starts to slowly back off as those winds slowly shift in from the south. But you see here in some of these locations, all the way even over towards Bataan, still going to be looking at that precipitation stacking up over the next 72 hours. I know we've already seen the reports of flooding, so it's definitely still going to be some problematic. Hey, did you like that graphic? That is from Lex, one of our designers here at WestPacWx, and we want to give him big thanks, and everybody else who continues to make this channel possible. Do check our Patreon or at least the YouTube membership down below. All right, let's take a look at our storm system as it pulls away. There's the monsoonal trough. I've been talking about this for about a week and a half now. That river of moisture that has been set up. It's tapped into the southwest monsoon. It's what we call a monsoonal gyre. Even showers back across the southern Japanese islands still attached into this as it pulls off here towards the west. We're still going to see those showers. And here's by Monday to Tuesday. See how the Habagat advisory kind of backing off there? Those winds shift in from the south for the west coast of the Philippines. Meanwhile, our storm system still strengthening. By this point, could be a typhoon coming on shore there into northern Vietnam. Definitely the threat of some serious flooding and those localized storm surge in low-lying areas right there along the delta. Definitely very well possible. All right, the second half of this update, and probably more of a concern for our friends in Yap, Palau, and over towards the Philippines. Watch this area of convection right there. This could be spinning up into something, and guidance from ECMWF and the GFS both want this to develop into a storm system as we go ahead into the latter half of this upcoming work week. Now, right now, very disorganized, not a low pressure center too much to speak of, but if you have multiple guidance kind of spinning up, you have plenty of convection that starts to pull towards the north, gets away from that Coriolis force, that's when we really could start to see something develop. Now, the ECMWF has been, it's been there. It really wants to pull this into Luzon, but I do want to show you kind of what I'm talking about with the GFS. So we're going to continue to watch this area out here. But look at the GFS guidance right here. Woof, look how that spins it right up, and it wants to bring it right into central Luzon towards Manila. Now, would this particular situation happen? Are we saying Sunday at that time there's going to be a storm? No. But it is interesting, to say the least. The ECMWF pulls a possible typhoon a little bit further north into the Sierra Madre Mountains. GFS is there. All the ensembles kind of pointing together for something developing in that particular area. So despite the fact we still have this monsoonal setup, we're still going to watch something potentially form in the wake of that and pull off into our direction. So this is definitely the big topic if we are looking ahead into next week. What we want to be watching out for as well. So anyways, yeah, that's a look at what's happening out here today. I'm going to keep you guys posted on this, and we're going to see how this develops. But at the very least, it's a lot of rainfall. I mean, just take a look at the rainfall accumulation. First from, Talim, as also known as Dodong in the Philippines, pulls away, and then we see our next storm possibly developing and pulling off towards the north, and that's going to tap into that moisture feed as well. So it's just a lot of rainfall to work with. I mentioned our Patreon and our YouTube members just a moment ago. Do want to give you guys a shout out, especially Garmin, Colonel, Jacqueline, all donate over the typhoon mark, but we have plenty of other people here. Adam, Angela, Benz, Chris. I put everybody in alphabetical order. Super Typhoons, you get that big shout out here. Also, I'm going to be giving away some stuff here in the near future. If you do want to join up, you can partake in that. Our Typhoons give $6 a month, and a big thanks to everybody there. Also on YouTube, just hit that membership button. Taniel's Weather Space Station. Love your name. Great handle. Just joined up here not too long ago as well. All right. There's looking at your flyover. I want to leave you with that, and I'm going to leave you with the outro. As always, thanks for watching, and of course, stay safe out there, friends.